Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you a new build in my series, building Nancy Drew in The Sims 4. I am back today doing another apartment build for a character whose home we don't get to see within the Nancy Drew series games, but whose home I like to imagine based on their personality and whatever kind of style I'm kind of excited to be building in the moment. And because of the holiday season, I really just had a hankering to build a Christmas-styled apartment. And when I was thinking of all of the characters that give me kind of warm and cozy vibes that would really deck out their apartments for Christmas and really go all out, I landed on Guadalupe Comillo from Nancy Drew White Wolf of Icicle Creek. She is actually one of my favorite characters in the Nancy Drew series. I am a little bit bummed that we get so little time with her, especially in person. It is kind of cool how they do it where she becomes a phone contact later in the game, but I just love her style. I love her personality. I think she is a little on the snooty side, and I love that for her. And the way that she is dressed, I thought, just really resonated with the Dream Home Decorator pack. She's wearing this really beautiful sweater pant and top set that's kind of tan with kind of these green notes, and because of that I was like, okay, the majority of this apartment can have these really pretty sage green notes, and then I can use red accents to make it really Christmas themed and go all out with really traditional decorations, really just homey classic kinds of things. I think that Guadalupe is a little bit of a perfectionist in the way that she acts, the way that she dresses, the things that are important to her, and so she strikes me as the kind of person who would want to completely decorate her home for every single season, who would have perfectly selected decorations for Christmas and perfectly selected decorations for Halloween and just all of it. I picture her doing that in her spare time. I think it would be really kind of relaxing for her because I imagine her being kind of stressed otherwise. She clearly has a lot of opinions. We know this in White Wolf of Icicle Creek. And so I think kind of making her home feel really cozy and really diving into design, something that she has full control over, I think would be really healing and really peaceful for Lupe. So that's what I went with. It was a great excuse to do a Christmas-style apartment because I am feeling all of the Christmas vibes here in Minnesota. We just got our first full snow of the season, the snow that accumulates and probably will actually stay on the ground for a little while. We actually got a couple of inches, and I'm looking outside the window right now while I'm recording, and it's dark outside, and I can see little flashes of the street lights picking up the snowflakes that are gently falling. If I stick my head outside, everything is perfectly silent, the kind of silence that you only get when it snows, and it just makes me so very happy. So it was really pleasant to sit down today, make a Christmas themed apartment, go all out, and imagine making this a happy little festive place for Lupe Comillo. It was also super fun working on this apartment because I got a new computer. And this is the single biggest purchase that I have ever made on myself before. I really splurged, you guys. I went all out and I got a really high quality streaming PC, completely decked out, and oh my gosh, my Sims runs like butter. The difference is honestly incredible. I cannot describe to you the level of shock that I had when I opened up my Sims for the first time on ultra settings, everything on the highest possible settings, and it runs so smoothly. I was just blown away. So I was especially excited to do some building today because I got to continue to play around with my Sims running so successfully. It is just so amazing. But long story short, I cannot wait to actually get to try out the streaming PC itself and do some streams with you all again. I've definitely been missing our Nancy Drew time, and I am looking forward to when we can do that again. I am currently entering my busiest season of the year. The months of December through about probably mid-April are definitely my busiest times of the year, where I have just a lot of work obligations, a lot of side projects, a lot of social obligations going on. It's just a very, very busy time for me. So it's nice to know that I can kind of come to these little videos, these apartment builds and the Nancy Drew recreation builds, and know that some of you all still enjoy these videos as well. So if you are watching, thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoy this content as well and are here for these little Sims 4 crossovers, because they are they're nice, they're pleasant, they help my brain relax after long, stressful work experiences. So yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this. It was very soothing. I almost went all out in the bathroom here with this red tile. I was really, really tempted, but they didn't have a matching wall tile in the red, and I didn't think that it matched the rest of the apartment. I was definitely going for a kind of style where the apartment itself was pretty updated, pretty trendy, using a lot of kind of minimalist influences in order to make the apartment look kind of nice and pretty eco-friendly too. That would definitely be important to Lupe. But ultimately I decided the white tile would be best. It would be the most functional. It would be the most realistic. And lately I've been really enjoying using the platform tool to make raised showers, just because I feel like that's like an extra level of fancy if you have a full-on walk-in shower. And using these room dividers that actually came with Discover University, which I only recently found and kind of realized that they existed, but they work really nicely for making standalone showers like that. If you're making your own kind of built-in shower unit, they work out really well. And in the bathroom, I am making sure to put out like a red soap dispenser and red towels. And I did that in the kitchen as well. I also put red and green candles everywhere. So I imagine that Lupe probably does what I do when the seasons change, which is you change out your linens and you change out your candles to match the colors and the scents of the season. So I imagine that all of the red candles around are like cranberry and poinsettia and cinnamon, and then all the green candles around are kind of pine flavored and very woodsy. So I think she definitely switched out her candles. She switched out her soaps in the shower there. That's why they're red. She switched out all of her just like little decor items to be very, very wintry, very Christmassy. And I made sure to put the storage boxes in the second bedroom, which I use as an office in this particular build, since I imagine Lupe lives alone and uses the second room as an office for all of her work with Live and Grow Free. But the boxes are supposed to symbolize where she would keep all of these things and where she would put all of her other decorations. I couldn't decide how extra I wanted to go in her bedroom. I decided to leave the bedroom a little bit more subdued, just a couple of Christmas decorations in the bedroom, because again, I feel like Lupe is kind of a stressed out person in general. I think she works really hard. I think she puts a lot of pressure on herself. I think she is really passionate about the work that she does, and therefore spends a lot of mental time and energy focusing on the work that she does. And so she's probably somebody that has to do kind of some relaxation strategies when she gets home. And the bedroom is a really good place to keep kind of decluttered for that, because if you have a cluttered space, that does tend to kind of impact your mind and make your mind feel a little bit cluttered as well when there's just more things to focus on. So my guess is that Lupe has also come across the same kinds of research and reads some of the same self-care books that I also happen to read, and has taken that advice to heart and keeps her bedroom for the most part pretty sparse, pretty clean, pretty tidy, very simple and minimalistic. But I really enjoyed playing around with the green and red colors in the office and in the bedroom itself as well as the red walls out in the living room. I toyed around with the idea of keeping all of the walls white, since that's kind of what apartments usually have. But I feel like if this is a more trendy apartment, then they might also add in some trendy colors. Plus, it goes along with my Christmas theme, so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with the Christmas theme being totally normal and great for all year round. But honestly, these are earth tones, the green and then the warm reds. They aren't bright greens or reds by any means, so even though they are Christmas colors, I do think that they are also colors that could very easily work year round, because earth tones are pretty in right now. They look really nice. That's why the Dream Home Decorator pack came with so many of these warm, earthy toned colors. They just look really good. So that's fantastic. I really enjoyed putting them together, and I hope you all enjoy it as well. We are already going to be coming up on the screenshots here very shortly. Just a quick plug, if you're interested in following any of the channel socials, the channel Instagram and Discord are linked in the description box down below. If you are interested in becoming a patron, you can go to patreon.com/wizardkitten to support the channel, or I have also recently launched channel memberships. So you can click join next to the subscribe button if you would like to support the channel as an official fellow detective and gain access to exclusive badges and emojis. And as always, I just appreciate all of your guys' support by just watching these videos, coming to the streams, and overall just being such amazing fellow detectives. You all mean the world to me. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Nancy Drew and Sims 4 content. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.